Hi friends, Gina Mayo here from Music in Our Homeschool. And this week for the TikTok Homeschool Conference, we are talking about history. Today, I want to specifically talk about easy art and music to bring Black History Month to life in your homeschool. I have 3 more workshops that I'll be doing later on in the week, but today we're talking Black History Month. Music and art. So if you head over to musicinourhomeschool.com/Black History Month, you'll see a huge list of different types of lessons that I already have available for free and for purchase at Music in Our Homeschool. And some of those include music where you're learning about some of the great styles that we have from America, like spirituals and jazz, ragtime. Let me find my list here. Musical theater, rock and roll, gospel, blues, hip hop, rap. So all those musical styles, I have lots of different lessons that go for those, and you can head over to that blog post to find those. My music appreciation lessons are meant to be used by any homeschooler. You don't need to know anything about music ahead of time. You can learn right alongside your kids. I include videos, sometimes printables. Some of the courses lessons have other things like some optional movement activities or online quizzes that the kids think are fun. So you can find all of those at the blog post. And then I want to take the rest of the time today to show you some fine art pages that originally came from Enrichment Studies, but we now sell them at Music in Our Homeschool. And I have several sets that are perfect for Black History Month. This one is by the artist Horace Pippin. This is a self-portrait that he did. So let me just flip through some of these. What's really neat about the fine art pages is that it's such an organic, simple way to do art appreciation in your homeschool. What you do is you just print these out and put them all over your home. You could put them on your child's bedroom door or on the fridge. Maybe laminate it or put it under in a sheet protector, a page protector, and put it on your table as a placemat. And then the kids start, if you see at the bottom, it tells you what the painting's called, when it was painted, what materials or technique it was painted in, and an interesting fact. We do have the versions that are full page as well if you'd rather have just the painting without the information. But I personally enjoy having the information there because it helps my kids see the name of the painting, who the artist was, when it was painted, and the style. And I think that's really great. So that one is by Horace Pippin. And here is one of a set called, his name is Henry O. Tanner. And this is a portrait of him. And let me just flip through a few of his paintings. He did one of Booker T. Washington. And this one's called The Bagpipe Lesson. Of course, I love the ones that are a mixture of music and art together. Boy and Sheep. So what I have done here is I've ordered a set that you can order from the Homeschool Printing Company, and they're on these nice thick pages. But you can also just print them out yourself on your own printer or have it done at Staples or Office Max, something like that. The third set I wanted to show you is called Celebrating Black Voices in Fine Art. And this one has a variety of different artists and different styles. So let me just show you a few of these. That one is called Portrait of a Young Woman. And these were painted in different places around the world, different time periods, different styles. This one is actually a sculpture instead of a painting. So head over to musicinourhomeschool.com/Black History Month to find all of these resources for music and art, simple ways to include music and art in your homeschool. Or if you're not a homeschooler, you can just use it for your kids anyway. And you can use the code LOVE2026 and get 20% off everything for the month of February. I'll be back tomorrow talking about state songs of the 50 US states. And then later on in the week, we'll talk about Middle Ages music and other ways to include 15-minute music lessons in your homeschool related to history. So thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments because I would love to answer them. Thanks. Bye-bye.